been doing a lot more car camping and overlanding, so I figured it was time to upgrade from the backpacking stove to this more base camp style stove. I picked it up because my dad actually had a stove just like this one. And when I was a kid, my sister and I and my dad would actually play on this exact beach right here for hours. And then we'd head up to camp and my mom would cook us a great dinner. We'd all hang out at the picnic table and tell stories of how the day went. So today we are going to be cooking risotto on it and see if the memories live up to what I remember. So the design of these hasn't changed much in the last 100 years or so. It's kind of a briefcase style that you can just put all your stuff in here. I've got my fuel tank, matches, grab the fuel tank out of there. There you go. So I've just got mine in this cotton bag so it doesn't get scratched. Just actually fuel with just gasoline from a gas pump, or in my case I'm using white gas. Of course, when I was a kid, my dad would just use gasoline in it. So you just give it a few pumps. There's a bit of a breeze today, so I apologize for any wind noise, but that's where it's got these nice little flaps to help block the breeze. So I'm just going to turn this lever up to light it. And from what I understand, that basically just gets the fumes off of the top for the lighting, and then you turn it down once the fire's going, and then it starts sucking the fuel. And basically it heats up this rod here, so that once you flip that down, that gas goes through there and turns into a vapor. It's just like I remember it, where it'll get this big flare up while it heats up the generator. Actually going to turn that up a little bit, there's quite a bit of wind. While we wait for the oven to preheat, I'm just going to mince up this onion. Looks like our onion may not be that good, so I'm just going to cut out the outer layer and then we'll just throw away the inner layer. Maybe a couple more rings I can get out of there. Let's cut that end off too. I think I'm just going to throw that part away. Oh no, guys, I was just washing my hands at the lake and the plate blew, so our onions unfortunately are kind of all over, so we're just going to salvage what we can. So next we've got to get about 2 tablespoons of butter melted in the pot. And we'll just dump in the onions. And just some salt. The salt's kind of going all over. Caught in the wind. Quick little dash of garlic. Actually, a whole lot of garlic. Now we've got a cup here from home of arboreal rice, I think is how it's pronounced.
Arboreal, no L. But I kind of like, I love how you said it. That's the new way of saying
What
it.
my wife said. Just add that right in there. And what we're looking for here is just for that rice to turn translucent. So we're not adding any more water in yet. I'm just gonna add another tablespoon of butter. It just kind of looks like it needs it. So I just took it off the heat. It was looking a little burnt and starting to smoke a little bit. Kind of seems like that happens sometimes with cooking, but the nice thing about camping is it kind of seems like you're always hungry, so everything always tastes good. All right, so now we've got a little bottle of Chardonnay wine. We're just gonna add the whole thing. If you can find these little sampler sizes, it's really nice for cooking. So I'm just gonna let this cook for a little bit and let that rice soak up the wine. So I really don't want it to burn again, so I'm just keep stirring it. And this is chicken broth. Breather hole right there, and then we can pour it out. With the wind, I've been having a little bit of a hard time keeping the flame blue. We've got the chicken. Do that. Just chopping up some of that chicken. We're just gonna let it come to a boil. So I forgot the lid, but we are just going to turn this down to a nice little simmer for about 20 minutes to cook the rice. All right, so it looks like it needs a little bit more water. So I'm just going to add a little bit. Go with that for now. And then I've got some of this chicken broth. Probably would have been a little bit easier to pack some cubes, but it's all right for this trip. I'm just gonna quickly sample it and see where we're at with it. That is cooked. I'm just gonna turn off the heat here. That is really good. We don't have a lemon, so I'm just doing a quick little splash of lemon juice. And we've got some Parmesan cheese here. I'm just gonna put it in. This is kind of gonna make it really creamy. All right, I'm just gonna stir that for a couple of minutes, get that all worked in there. Camping risotto is served, guys. Let's eat. That is really good.
That's comfort food. It's really good.
Especially on a cold day like today, it hits the spot. So I was just packing up the stove here, and I feel like I need to note that the stove kind of has a little bit of a learning curve. I feel like we're still kind of getting used to how it works and everything. So it definitely gets nice and hot, but like simmering and stuff, it can be a little bit difficult to control the burners. So I feel like there's a little bit of a learning curve with it that we're still figuring out. So maybe I'll have a long-term review in a future video, but at this point, I feel like I can't quite have a review on it yet.